check. K6USY, Delta Mike 06.
Have a good one.
K6USY, AA6S, I hear you.
Okay, John.
Yeah, good evening, Bill. You must be barefoot.
Yeah, the filaments hadn't warmed up yet. The transistors haven't got warm enough yet.
Hey, you just got to pump some more power in there.
I'm trying. Let's see. There we go. That'll probably make a difference. Aaron, go ahead.
Yeah, there's the juice. Yeah, you're sounding good up here in Fresno, and I think we got some rain coming in.
I think so. I think LA is supposed to get quite a bit.
Yeah, it's good. We need it, and we also need all that snow that it's going to dump.
You got to rate it and how many flushes you get on your toilet by how many feet of snow we get up there.
Yeah, very good. Yeah, I think Mike's going to have to deal with some rain noise tonight. That's going to be make the net interesting.
I got a tremendous amount of noise right now. Power lines arcing or something.
Oh, interesting. Yeah, band's nice and quiet over here, and considering that I'm omnidirectional, it's pretty good if it's quiet.
Yeah, but you don't have any power lines around you like I did.
No. The nearest are about a half a block away, and all the other electrical in this neighborhood, it's all new and it's all buried.
Yeah, I can rotate my beam around and see all the poles.
395.
Hey, you just got to tell Southern California Edison to just cut all that stuff down.
They don't care.
No, they don't. Yeah, but see here, it looks like San Luis Obispo is getting hammered, and I know San Francisco was getting hammered earlier, and yeah, we got some rain coming through the Fresno area right now.
Yeah, I should be moving in. The daughter said about 2 hours, so we'll see what happens.
Yeah, you got to wait a little bit more for it to get down to you. I'm looking at the radar right now, and there's rain over in Kalinga.
But I still copy you.
Getting close. My Siamese cat's trying to get in. My daughter closed the door so she can watch TV.
Oh, she doesn't want to watch TV and listen to the Bozos?
There's too many Bozos, and she don't want to listen to them.
Yeah, I can understand that. Yeah, I'm hearing the LA guys in the background on Mike's radio.
Now I'll have to turn my antenna that way and see if I can hear them.
Not a problem.
Yeah, go see if you can work them. K6USY.
Yeah, Roger. Maybe Pat or somebody's in there, or John.
Control on the south side here, and we'll be picking up the western portion of the net here in a little bit. So you want to point your antenna toward the west. That'll take you out to the coast, and maybe they'll pick you up out that way. Copy? All right, John, have a good one. KF6PHS, KG6USO, back to net control.
Yeah, I'm hoping you're still with me on the repeater. All right, Mike, thanks for letting me check in, and thanks for Pat for getting Ted checked in. We'll catch you guys later. K6PCY.
WA6AJ727.
AA6S 800.
Mike, that's unreal.
Hey, 6S, what are you doing?
Nothing. I moved my antenna towards LA, but you must be pointed down this way because you're really loud.
Yeah, I'm pointed down that way. I'm trying to figure out where this guy put the analyzer, this spectrum analyzer on this transceiver.
Back to net control.
Yeah, I can hear the guys in LA, but they're not real strong right now. an IF out plug or something on the back, or maybe inside the guy had or something.
Yeah, I looked. I didn't see anything.
Don't have any plugs anywhere?
No, it's got a spare, but I gotta, untank the thing and see what where it's going. I should have some. If I measure the output of the spare, it should have some low voltage, right?
No, you should see some RF envelope on an oscilloscope.
Well, the oscilloscope and the transceiver are like 10 feet away.
Well, you got some cable.
No, not that long.
K6USY 1079 and Bozo 1100.
I heard somebody loud in there for a second.
Yeah, good evening, guys. I got you there. Let's see. That would be 1079, 1100, 727, 800. Who else?
1009.
Hi, Ron.
712.
Hi, Kerry.
432. I dealt with you the first time, Mike.
Okay, gotcha.
982 is here.
982. Hi, Daryl.
Hi, Mike.
Did you have a nice wet walk out to the barn?
Well, yeah, it's not raining that hard. It's raining, but I had a hat on, so I didn't get very wet, and I have a jacket that sheds water, so I'm in good shape. It's not gushing down. It's going in little streaks, but it is raining. It started about 6:30 or so.
I have to get you an umbrella.
I don't want an umbrella. It's something else to work with.
704.
Good evening, Terry. 704. Everybody's in the house tonight.
Good place to be.
Yes, it is. I won't argue with you there. Luckily, we had the full day, though, right up to the end of the daylight before it started to run here, so rain. So it's couldn't ask for a better overall scenario, I guess is the best word. Anyway, good evening to everybody. Let me pick on Kerry for just a second here, Kerry. We got your latest, I didn't see what you sent today. Judy and I have been very busy because we've got doctor's appointments tomorrow, and they sent us a couple of forms to fill out, and it turned out the forms were 15 pages. Just a bunch of crap. Did you ever have any, are you an alcoholic? Did you ever have a hepatitis, blah, 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 all that stuff, but page after page and page. There was on one page, I had to initial it in 17 places, over.
Yeah, roger that. Well, I got the run around my last physical. I was also asked if my wife beat me and if I ate regularly. So I got the same treatment. So you're not going to get any sympathy here.
I know. I wasn't looking for sympathy, but I was just trying to explain why we didn't get anything done today. Judy was still filling out hers. We filled out mine for a couple of hours, and all that. And then when she went on to hers, and I went outside trying to get the last things out of the rain that I could here. Anyway, good to hear you. And the last blog we listened to was a day and a half or two ago. So we listened yesterday, but the blog was when you sent, and it was good. It was a little disjointed. Sometimes he gets a little bit carried away and jumps subject very quick, and it really drives Judy crazy. Anyway, we got through it. Thanks very much for all that. I guess anybody got any accurate word on the drone strike that the Ukrainians did to Moscow? Oh, don't everybody speak at once.
I just saw something in the chyron of the station I watch, but that's about it. No details.
Well, I got in fact 3 different details. One drone strike. Multiple of drones went in, and a lot of them were shot down by the Russians' anti-warfare, anti-aircraft stuff, and 1 or 2 of them got through, and some few Russians were killed, and that's the best I got. I don't know why he would do that, and I'm just wondering if it was really Zelensky that did it, or whether it was one of our clandestine guys over there from the CIA that still trying to keep this war going.
I would blame the CIA easily.
Yeah, your head's on the same page with mine. It doesn't make any sense. He's trying to get peace. He's been asking, and he's come back and put his tail between his legs and asked Trump to get it done, and he's working on it. And why would you do that? Anyway, enough of that. Just thought you guys might keep your ears to the ground on that one and see what turns up, and see if we can get any handle on it. Anyway, good evening, Kerry.
Okay, Michael. I'll have some other stuff I'll be shooting your way a little bit later.
Yeah, we won't do too much tonight. We got an early doctor's appointment. We got to be out of here by 8:30 in the morning, so that usually gets Judy riled up pretty quick. She wants to go to bed pretty early, so we probably won't do much tonight. And tomorrow's shot until the end of the day, so don't panic. But thank you. KC5DTU in the group, K6MYC. Good evening, all. And has anybody else got any news of note? Everybody's quiet. It's raining. I got rain static here. All of a sudden, it just started.
I left the dogs out too long.
Oh, are they wet?
Yes. One went and hid from me. The other one likes to get toweled off.
Okay. But you, Bill, are you okay in the rain down there?
Nothing here.
Nothing yet. Well, it's coming your way. You got another maybe half hour that should be on you.
We're waiting. Daughter said it was about 2 hours from an hour ago, so pretty soon, hopefully, we'll get something falling down on top of us here.
It's supposed to be a pretty big storm. I don't know whether we're going to get much, but I know the coast is supposed to get deluged, and then also the Sierras, so it'll be interesting to see. All right, let's see. I've got rain static, so if I miss somebody, everybody put their ears to the radios and keep an ear out so I don't miss anybody trying to check in here. It's getting worse and worse. You can probably hear it on the stream. Does the noise blanker do any good on it, Aaron? Somebody said something just at the end of my transmission. I guess I doubled with somebody.
I think that was John down the high desert.
Oh, was it? Was that you, John? I'm in trouble tonight. I have rain static. I can just tell you're in there, but you can take my Bozo 47 from K6MYC and let me shoot it over to KM6SRR, who isn't troubled with rain static. Go ahead, Rob.
How you doing, John? KG6USS, KM6SR, number 432. And Mike, of course, 47. You got us? Over?
I have you both. How you doing, Rob? Boy, Mike is really trashy tonight.
Yep, your signal's kind of coming up and down, but it's readable, so thanks for checking us in. Bill, you want to make contact with him?
Yeah, I'll try. He's up and down here, too. KG6USS, KG6USS, AA6S, 800, John, USS to AA6S. Over.
Wow, boy, you're booming in there, AA6S. Yeah, you came in really strong there, bud. Well, thanks for checking in there, 800.
Yeah, QSL, my antenna was coming around before I started transmitting, so I'm on you now. Made a difference on your signal, too. KG6 USS, have a good one. Don't get your feet wet. AA6S.
Yeah. Luckily, we haven't had any rain up here today at all. All the clouds and all the thunder and the wind and everything, there's a couple of drops. It's just enough to mess up the windshield there, Tommy.
Yeah, Roger. Can't even get a free car wash, I guess.
Not even. All right, man. Have a good one. Thanks for checking in.
Mike India, 711.
711. Boy, you got a fair call there, brother. Last time you were good. Thanks for checking in.
Very good. Yeah, I'm in and out. Take it to Mike Italy.
KG6 USS, WA6 AAJ 727, over. Roger, thank you, 73.
1190.
1190, good evening.
KG6 UHK, John on the St. Clovis, Bozo 1190, just watching the monsoon blow through.
Yeah, good evening, John. Were you hearing the guys down south?
Bits and pieces. Got my Bristol G telescope right now, and died down because we were getting some really weird gusts through this area, so I erred on the side of caution.
Okay, very good, John. KG6, for gosh, K6, I forgot the call. Yeah, anyway, for you down there, John, KG6 USS, that's a station locally, but he can't hear you and he cannot rotate. So I think that's it for our group at the moment, John. 73's KG6 USS, K6 MYC, Bozo 47.
All right, Mike, hey, thanks for letting everybody check in. I appreciate it. And yeah,
One more relay for you, Mike.
Up there, KG6 USS out here in the high desert, 831 for the Wednesday night Southern California Bozo Net.
Who is the one more relay?
680 Kilo 6 Mike Tango Sierra.
Hi, Mark. You're not copying down south, are you?
Negative.
Okay. Got you, Mark. Good evening.
Good evening, thanks.
You betcha. Good to hear you on two here.
Hey, Mike, put down 711.
I got 711. He was weak, but I got him.
Okay, just wanted to make sure you could hear him.
Yeah, barely. I don't know, did John get him down there? Did John hear the John?
Yeah, John heard me fine. I'm pointed south.
Okay. The range static's gone away. I can hear you fine now. Good evening, John.
Good evening. Yeah, I'm pointed south.
Okay. Thought we might have Frank in here, but maybe he didn't want to run out of the trailer and up to the shack, so maybe that's why he's not in here yet. Well, we did go get a chiropractic back treatment today, and maybe he's just staying in the house, keeping the heat on the back. Okay, well, let's see. Is there anybody else in the sound of my voice up and down the San Joaquin Valley or wherever? Kilowatt 6 Mike Yankee Charlie QRZ Bozo Net 2 meters.
WB6JNP.
Yeah, good evening, Dane. WB6JNP, a little better copy tonight, over.
Yeah, well, you know how it goes. Anyway, nothing new to report yet. I just sat down in the shack, so I haven't looked at rain numbers.
Yeah, we just started here, so I repaired my cup. I'm not sure it's going to work. The upper cup of my rain gauge broke, and we came up with another cup that was the same size, but I had to RTV it on, and I hope I got a good seal. It was a kind of a hokey, but tomorrow we'll buy a new one. But I thought this one I would have to get together so we could measure at least something tonight. Anyway, good to hear you, Dane. Thanks much. WB6JMP, K6MYC. Rob, anything from your side?
No, just listening away. KM6SR.
What you been doing today?
Oh, let's see. Today, Ken and I went up to Meadow Lakes, and then we stopped by the Pine Ridge School to kind of check out for our field day. And then I got back and went out and got a trailer full of wood before the rain came. That's about it, KM6SR.
No, that sounds like a pretty full day.
Yep, it went from morning to evening.
Yeah, do you think Ken's going to check in here?
I don't know. He usually makes the 10-meter net, so I would think he might. I don't know.
Maybe he'll check in after the 10-meter net. Okay, well, maybe we ought to just turn the antennas over to a Atascadero and see if our friend Ron is over there. Before I do that, let me see the other Ron down there, KJ6TYO. How's your chicken delivery going? You're going to be doing it in the rain, huh?
Yeah, I think it's going to be pretty rainy tomorrow, and I'm going to have to go out to Lost Hills and take something out to a place that's all muddy. So, yeah, we're going to have fun tomorrow.
Get your galoshes on, whatever they are.
Yeah, it's not soft ground, it's hard ground, but it's just slick. So, yeah, we'll be slipping and sliding.
Okay, well, take care. Be safe in the wet roads now. They haven't had any water on them for about a week or two, so they get oily, you know. It's always greasy for the first day or so. All right, good to hear you. And we'll see you, well, maybe you'll be home tomorrow night. What do you think?
Yeah, we'll give it a try.
All righty. Good deal.
Hey, Mike, I think Eddie said he'd be in early tonight, so let me give him a call. KE6BK, Eddie, you on tonight, 2-meter Bozo Net, KM6SR with K6MYC, standing by.
KM6SRR, KE6BK.
Yeah, I hear you in there, Eddie, but very weak, but we got you.
Yeah, Roger's on that. Yep, I guess it's the weather and such like that, but yeah, everything's good down this way, so I'll let you guys get over to Atascadero way there and everything, so have a good one. KM6SRR and
Okay, Eddie, thanks for being in there. Did you copy that, Mike?
I copied Eddie fine. I was just about to say good evening. He turned it back too quick, and I was already heading toward Atascadero. Good evening, Eddie, if you're still copying. Thanks very much for your check-in here. I know it's a little bit of an effort sometimes to get in early, but we're happy to have you. KE6BK, K6MYC Bozo, 2 meters, 7-3. Okay, there we are over toward Atascadero, W6QUI, I should say. W6QUI, K6MYC Bozo Net, over.
0.17 inches, Mike.
0.17 already. When did it start for you, Dane?
No, according to this, it started about 6:15.
Okay, just slightly before us, maybe a half hour or so. It was raining. I think I was outside and it wasn't raining, and then by 6:30 or so it was raining, so it started just about the same time. Okay, yeah, probably about the same amount of rain here. It's not deluging, but it's raining steady. Thanks for the input, Give another call to Ron down there. Ron, maybe this is one of his Wednesdays. He doesn't make the net. W6QUI, Atascadero, or anybody else in the Paso Robles or San Luis Obispo or Nipomo or any of those other funny little cities over there. K6MYC calling and listening. We haven't heard the guy in... he's got tired of driving to the top of the hill there, the guy in Santa Barbara. What was it, K6 something, K06 something. Anyway, he's not been in here for quite a while.
I'll do a search for him, Mike, see if I can find his call sign.
Yeah, that's all right. It's not a problem. I'm going to go towards Santa Cruz then. Here's Santa Cruz and Watsonville area. KW6S or AF6 United, K6MYC. Anybody?
KW6S, 610.
There you are, like a bullet coming through here. Great signal. Thank you, Tom. Good to hear you. Go ahead.
Yeah, we're getting some rain here, sporadic. Rains really hard and goes back to a drizzle and then rains really hard. And a little extra cold than I thought, and I've heard there's some hail around, but I'm all tucked into the shack here. It's nice and warm, and everything's going great.
Oh, good. Yeah, it's not bad here. The outside temperature is just well, I looked at it late this afternoon. It was 64. So it's pretty mellow over here. We haven't got that cold chill at all yet. It may come after the rain, but so far we're pretty mellow here. Good to hear you, and hopefully we'll also hear Lee in here this evening. See, there was something I was going to tell you about, something you were doing, but it's gone away. Oh, it may come back to me later. Anyway, if nothing else, we'll say we'll see you tomorrow night on 432. KW6S, K6MYC, and then we'll take a standby for Lee.
Yeah, very good. Yeah, last night I asked you about reference antennas because I wanted to do a little shade tree antenna testing here across my yard, and if that was grossly unacceptable or it really worked out, I would go down on the beach and do it where I wouldn't have as many troubles with reflection. But I went to a talk on doing that, and I've followed up on it for the last 40 years, I guess. But haven't done too much of it except when I was working, we made measurements on aircraft by stacking them. This would have made a good picture. I wish we'd have taken it. We were measuring antennas on an aircraft, and we had it stacked about 30 feet in the air on styrofoam blocks that are about 4 by 8 by 4. Or maybe they were about 2 feet thick, 4 feet wide, and 8 feet long. And we kept raising the aircraft up and stuffing a little more styrofoam under it, and then I would go around this 800-foot circle with an antenna making antenna measurements. But I've got a couple of little antennas here that are, I'm not sure of their heritage. I'm not sure they're on the boom they started out on, which means I don't know if the spacing's right or anything, and I kind of wanted to check them out a little bit. But yeah, it might have been in reference to my question about the reference antenna, and your points were well taken, and probably will cause me a little extra work to follow in that regard. K6MYC, KW6S.
Well, and for what you're trying to do is just determine whether the antenna is working at all. If it's got a pattern, you can do that in your yard. Reflections aren't much of an issue, and you're not trying to measure absolute gain. You're just trying to get a measurement of is it better than a dipole, and does it have a pattern? Does it have front to back? Those real quick checks, and then sweep it across the band and see if it's working where you want it to work, or if the front to back or the gain is better somewhere else. Your reference dipole should be broad enough to do that, so you could sweep across the band, see if the meter goes up at some frequency where you don't want it to do that. Over.
Yeah, that's kind of what the plan was, but your comments about using the directional to try to minimize the reflections and so forth, both on the reference and on the source, were well taken. And I went to a talk on that. It used to be VHF conference in the Bay Area, and I don't know what happened to it. But I think it was all VHF stuff. We had VHF measuring in the parking lot of in San Mateo at a hotel, and I took a 1296 long wire, and I ended up with 2.5 dB out of that. I think I beat the phased Coors cans, so that's a long time ago, but I do remember most of the comments they made, and for minimizing reflections, they put the source real close to the ground. I don't know if that's the right thing to do, but that's what they said they were going to do. K6MYC, KW6F.
Well, that might get rid of ground gain or ground reflection. Not that it matters, as long as if you're comparing antennas, as long as you all put them all the antennas under test at the same height and the same location forward and back, you should get, it doesn't matter if you got ground gain or not, or ground reflection from the source. So again, there's just a lot of little tricks. You got good common sense. You'll see a real problem if you have one. But again, you're not trying to get absolute gain. You're just trying to get a feel for it. If the 3-element Yagi is 6 or 8 dB better than the dipole, then you know you're pretty much working. Over.
Yeah, well, I'll give that a shot, but I think I might want to pursue this in the future just a little bit further. But like so many things, once I've got what I need out of it, it kind of drops off the priority list.
No, I agree. And you're not making the ultimate measurements anymore. I don't know what's happened to West Coast VHF conference. We don't have them anymore. They just sort of went away, didn't they?
Yeah, I didn't really know about that or realize that until I found the paper from when I went on that, and I remember. I don't remember what year it was. It must have been in the mid-'80s. Jim Eagleson gave a talk on compandered sideband, and I went to a talk that was supposed to be about Loran, and the guy, when he closed the door, he says, okay, publicly this was about Loran, but I'm not going to talk about Loran. You guys all know about it. And he says, here's the new greatest thing, and he laid out GPS. And that was the first I'd heard of GPS, and it was pretty miraculous what he was claiming, and it's turned out to be that good. And I don't even remember who the speaker was. K6MYC, KW6F.
Yeah, it turned out to be damn good. GPS has really proven itself to be a winner. I hardly ever have any problems with GPS finding and locating and nailing things down, and the military version of it could almost nail things within inches or less. So it's amazing how accurate it is. All right, very good. I think you'll, if you want to put reflectors on something, you could, but it may not be worth the effort. You might try it without them first. If it's possible to do it all in one day, then you might want to start with the reflector on the comparative antenna or the reference antenna. All right, 7-3. Let's see if Lee is there. Lee, are you listening there this evening? AF6 United, 1098 K6MYC.
K6MYC from AF6 United, 1098, the countdown Bozo. Yes, I'm out here and listening intently. I always love listening into technical conversations and whatnot. I learn so much. So, yeah, everything here is wet and a little bit of wind and then a little bit of quiet and a little bit of wind again. So, it's just been a typical stormy weather day. And I'm imagining you guys got some rain out there over in the Central Valley, didn't you?
Yeah, we're getting it now. It just started about 6:30 here, over.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I guess it took a little while to get across there to you, but yeah, it should. There should be some pretty good downpours, I think.
Well, let's hope so. I don't know what we're getting. We're getting a little rain static here, but it's not heavy. That means the rain isn't pouring down. I don't know. I can't, from sitting inside the shack here, I've got so much other noise, I can't tell whether there's any rain coming down outside, heavy or just light. Anyway, good to hear you. Thanks very much for being there, and okay on listening. And, well, I don't know if it was a technical discussion. We kind of had the first part of it yesterday in 1296, which you didn't catch, I don't think. But anyway, Tom's going to do he's got an old Cushcraft or something that he's trying to put together, and he wants to make sure it's going together right. And when he gets done, he wants to have something on 2 meters. It's a small antenna, but he wants to have a pattern and have gain. So something close to what it should have for its size. So that's what he was doing. And so he's not trying to make ultimate gain measurements or anything like that. There's a lot of things you have to do to the range if you're going to try and get really, really accurate gain measurement. But if you're just trying to look for performance, A against B or something like that, it's, does it have a pattern, move the antenna, rotate it, reference to the source, and does the signal go up and down and all that sort of stuff. All righty. Anyway, Lee, thanks much for checking in, and we'll look for you, of course, tomorrow night on 432, even with the little tiny antenna we heard you the last time. AF6 United, you can shoot it back to Tom, and then we'll wrap this thing up, and I'll move into the Bay Area. AF6 United, Watsonville area, K6MYC.
All right, I can say 7-3 to you and Judy there, and turn it back over to Tom, and good evening, Tom. KW6S from AF6 United, over to you.
Oh, very good. AF6 United, KW6S, and 226 is there in the background too, and not much else going on here, and I will turn it back to you, Mike, and you can get on with the net. K6MYC, KW6S.
Yeah, go ahead, Ken. You want to say hello to Tom?
Yeah, hi Tom and hi Lee over there. Both of them a good copy tonight. AF6U and KW6S, WA60IB, 226 is here, about ready to jump over on the 10-meter net, but wanted to say hi over there to you guys.
Yeah, hi to you too, AF6 United.
Yes, sir, nice signal.
You got a good signal in here tonight too, loud and clear. So yeah, I guess the rain is doing some good stuff.
Yeah, it's coming down pretty good. I had to walk out to the shack here and had my umbrella, and it was pouring down pretty good. So it is. It started about a half hour ago, something like that. Seriously, it sprinkled a little bit this afternoon, but it really started coming down about a half hour ago. WA60IB.
All right, WA60IB from AF6 United.
Go ahead, Tom.
Yeah, good to hear you on there, and I know you've got to get over to your other net, and I will check in again with you one of these nights. We'll get into a long drug out rag chew or something. WA60IB, KW6S.
Yeah, sounds good, sounds good. Did you mark the 24th of May on your calendar for our swap over here?
I didn't know it was the 24th, but I will get it on the calendar tonight.
Okay, yeah, that's the Saturday after Dayton, so we're clear of that. So, all right. Very good. Well, I'm going to get over on 10. See you guys later. Thank you, Mike. WA6OIB. I'll be back.
Okay, see you in a bit, Kim. Say hi to the gang on 10. WA6OIB 226, K6MYC. Anybody else while I'm pointed this direction? Pretty quiet. Now, I have rain static, so I'm going to need some help listening into the Bay Area here. Let me go into the Bay Area here. That's low end of the Bay Area. Let's see who we hear. WB6JNN, you've been really strong lately on 2 meters. How we doing tonight, Jim? I can't copy. I've got rain static all of a sudden, Jim. It's really built up. I could hear you in there, but I couldn't copy it. I'm very sorry. Maybe, and I swung the antenna back and forth, and I couldn't get any definitive peak. It was pretty diffused and spread out tonight. If the rain static stops, I'll call you back in. So keep your thought. Don't run away. It's been coming and going on a minute-by-minute basis, so just hang in there a second. See if I can copy W6PQL. Jim, are you in here?
I don't hear him.
I don't hear him either.
There is one other station here. I'm not sure if he's hearing you or not. I'm in here, W6PQL. There he is.
Go ahead, Jim.
Okay, I don't think you have your antenna at me, Mike. Boy, that rain static really is strong coming through your receiver there. I wonder, though, is it in every direction, or are you just hearing it in this direction? Over.
No, it's every direction. It's from rain static, so it doesn't matter where I point. I got you now. Go ahead.
Okay, I wonder if what would happen if you switched your preamp off, and does that make any difference on the rain static?
No, the only thing that helps slightly is the preamp, the noise blanker, but it doesn't take it off. It takes about half.
Okay, I thought it might be a result of your preamp, being some static or something like that. But I've never heard it here. I've just heard it on your radio, and of course I'm not listening to everybody else's radio. With a live stream, you can hear what's happening. That is severe, isn't it?
Yeah, it can be bad. It's gone now. See, it comes and goes. So I would copy Jim JNN now just fine. Let's turn it over to Jim and get his comment for the day. WB6JNN. Go ahead, Jim. K6MYC. I don't hear him. Give him a call. Don't hear him. N1 PPP, I got you off to the side. Good evening, 336. Pleasure to hear you. Long time no hear. N1 PPP, go ahead. K6MYC, over. N1 PPP, go ahead.
Mike, good to hear you. Not very strong after here. But I'll take care of it tonight. Thank you.
Well, I'm hearing you, but I have you're kind of weak at the moment. You're very weak, but we got you in here. It's not real strong tonight, but I've had rain static intermittently. Right now, there's no static, so I'm copying you fine. N1 PPP. I'll get it right. November 1 Papa K6MYC. Go ahead.
All right, thanks, Mike.
Make a longer transmission. You're Q5 now. How are you guys doing over there? Make a longer transmission, Dave. You're Q5 now. Go ahead. Well, he's not hearing me.
Okay, I'll give it a shot. N1 PPP, I'm doing pretty well. It's been a while.
Yes, it has. And how's Kent doing? How is Kent doing? Yeah, hi 7-2. Can you hear N1 PPP in Clear Lake?
Negative. I'm not hearing anything. I forgot to turn the repeater off. I'm running late. I mean, not the repeater, the beacon, and so it's hammering away. It's taking everything out. So I'm attenuated and pointed at you so I could check in. I am a muddy mess up here right now.
Okay, we didn't start until 6:30, so.
I had it spit on me off and on all day from like 7 o'clock in the morning, but it'd start, just barely get going, and then it would stop, and it kept doing that all day. But I got to the doctor and I got that done, and since I had rain coming, I had one particular nasty brush area that I wanted to torch, and so I torched that this morning, and it's gone.
Yeah, good. You got that burned before it got wet. Too bad we didn't get mine, but you know how this place is. It'll dry out in a few days anyway, so it's not a big deal. By the way, two things to tell you. We thought we were doing a good thing when you offloaded those rails on top of the solar panels, but that was a bad thing. When you took a few panels out, you broke the integrity of the box, and the weight of those rails collapsed the whole thing. Panels fell down forward. Some are forward flat, some are forward half onto it. Hopefully we didn't get any damage. But it collapsed completely. I took the rails off, so there's nothing but panels there now. Over.
I'm sorry about that. I meant to go back over and do something else to that, strap it back together. I usually take one of my big straps when I leave and wrap all the way around it, just tie the bundle together, and I forgot to do that running around there with Matt and everything, and just forgot it. I'm sorry.
Yeah, well, that's okay. I don't think they're damaged, but they did fall in kind of an awkward. You know, there's about 3 that are laying totally flat, and then the rest of them just fell down on the ones that were stacked up flat and can't come all the way over the rest of the way. So, again, I don't know. I think we're okay, but the thing collapsed on me when I was taking the cardboard off. Just taking the cardboard that you had stripped off to the edges, and I was just pulling that out, and it was just enough movement and the rails came down on top of me. Luckily, they didn't go very far down, but they did come down on me. They're pretty heavy. I put some stands on. I put some stands behind the panels, and I took them off and setting. So they're sitting off, but they're off the ground, but they're about 2 feet high. Over.
Yeah, okay, roger that. I got to remember to Mikey-proof stuff when I leave it sitting there. I thought it collapsed all of this. See, you went down there and was going to help me, and we got in trouble. That's okay though. Those things are pretty tough, and you know, remember I've fallen with a couple of those, and so they're pretty tough. They probably got scratched up a little bit, but no big deal.
Yeah, I think they're okay. The other thing I got to ask you is, when you were running around with John showing him the property, is there any time while you were running around where the tailgate fell down? Because I've lost my little chainsaw, the hand one.
Negative. I never had the tailgate come down. It was up when we took off, and it was up when we got back. And I was never going fast enough or bouncing around anywhere to lose it.
I wouldn't bounce out. But it's gone, and I can't figure out where the hell it is.
Well, it seems to me that there was 2 or 3 chainsaws in the bed of it the other day, but none up in that little rack. But I just couldn't tell you, and until I get down there and get my eyes on the situation, I don't know what to think.
Why, good evening, Mike. Good evening, Frank. K6BBG 971.
Good evening, Dave. Go ahead, Dave.
Oh, I was just checking in, Mike, that's all. Not much going on. We were down in L.A. over the weekend. I came back, and now I'm sick as a dog.
Oh, what'd you do, catch the flu or something?
I don't know if it's a flu. Yeah, probably a flu. A lot of people down there are sick also, 2-3 days after the show. We went down there for the Pacific Coast Sports Fishing Show in Del Mar, or not Del Mar, it was in Costa Mesa, at the fairgrounds there. And boy, just like yesterday I started getting sick, and today I'm just dog sick.
It doesn't sound like it's a head cold. This is like a flu in your stomach.
A little bit of both, really. The congested, which is not good for me, and coming out the other end too.
Oh boy. Okay. Well, hope you get over that. Just to take care. I wouldn't stay out here in the cold this evening. Get in there and stay warm and try to get through it quick as you can. Seems like everybody catches it, and it hangs on between a week and 10 days. Over.
Hi, Roger. Yeah, I'm all bundled up right now and just shutting down my computer and getting ready to go in. I've been out here for about 10 minutes. That's all I can handle.
Well, go on in, and hopefully you'll feel better. 73, Dave, and sorry to hear about the flu business there. That's terrible. You didn't need that like a hole in the head, huh? K6VBG in the group, K6MYC. Go ahead, Frank.
Oh, I was done, Mikey. I was done, and I'm going to get back out of here. It's cold out here, and it's wet. Well, not in here, but I didn't heat the place up or anything, so I'm going to go back inside and stay warm.
Yeah, do that. And we'll see. I'll talk to you tomorrow, one way or the other, probably on 4:32 tomorrow night.
Yeah, roger that. And I'll probably try to check in on 40 if you're around in the morning. W6BBS, good night to the net, and good evening to Judy and Mike.
Now, I won't be there. We have a doctor's appointment. We'll be leaving the house about 8:30 or sooner. 8:30 or so tomorrow morning. So we will not be on the 40-meter band, but the other guys will. Bob's back. And we had a couple of, one was really an ordinary Democrat that checked in today. He was kind of an asshole, but otherwise it was interesting. So you might want to check in and check with Phil. He'll give you a rundown on it. It was funny. These guys, they really have an attitude, I'll tell you that. 7-3, Frank. See ya.
Good night. I caught the tail end of that, if you recall, this morning. So, and good night to you, Dave. W6BBS.
Okay, 7-3.
Mike, we're out in 40 meters.
Well, we normally meet on 7137, 7137. It usually starts at 8:30 local time.
Okay, that's all I wanted to know.
Yeah, no, you're welcome to join. It's a bunch of bozos mainly. And we have a guy, a PhD doctor friend of ours up in Olympia, Washington, with a big signal, K7 Victor Ocean, that checks in. And it's pretty much political and stuff like that. Over.
Well, fit me all right.
Okay.
You and I are pretty well aligned.
Who am I listening to here?
Oh, it's Daryl. Charlie Echo Fox.
Oh, okay. I couldn't tell. I got rain static, so the actual quality of your audio has changed when the rain static comes in here. Let me go back to the Bay Area and see if I can finish up there. We only got one check-in, so let me get back into the Bay Area here. This should be somewhere in the Bay Area. Somewhere in the Bay Area. Anybody copying in the Bay Area looking for check-ins from the 2-meter Bozo Net, K6MYC, over. Bay Area, Bozo Net, K6MYC, 2 meters. Anybody? come back later, guys. I've got real heavy rain static, and I don't have anybody else that can hear well into the Bay Area. So if you can stick around, I'll try to get in later, or you can check in on the chat room. Yeah, use the chat room on the stream, and that'll tell me that you were there and I just couldn't hear you. Thank you. And 7-3, let me get it up to N6RO in Oakley here. I think I can hear him. N6RO, how about it, Ken?
Hey, Mike, I think I heard PQL say he didn't hear anybody else over there.
Okay, good. I didn't even hear him. N6RO, N6 Radio Oscar, K6MYC. To get the antenna pointed toward Oakley. N6RO, N6 Radio Oscar, N6 Radio Oakley, K6MYC, calling and listening. Anybody hearing Ken?
Yep, he's there.
Oh, I can't hear him at all. Tell him to turn this way and give me some goo. Talk to him, will you, Rob?
Yeah, I was waiting for him to finish. Yeah, Ken, Mike's got a lot of rain static tonight, so he was saying put your antenna towards him and give him some goo. Over. KM6SR, over. Did you copy that, Mike? Ken says he has about 700 watts directly pointed at you. Over.
I can't hear him.
Okay, Ken, are you copying Mike? Ken, N6RO, this KM6SR. Are you copying Mike? Roger on that. Well, thanks for being there. Okay, Mike.
Okay. Well, tell him if he sticks around, I'll come back later. The rain is static. Tell him the rain static is coming and going every other minute. I got it, and then it comes up and knocks me out again. Tell him that, over.
You just did, Mike. He's copying you. KM6SR.
Okay, wasn't sure if he was hearing me. Okay, very good. 7-3, Ken. Sorry. Catch you tomorrow night on 432 if we don't get you further tonight. Have a good one. I'm going to go in and have my dinner. The boys are here cooking something special, but they ran late and I didn't eat dinner yet at all, so I can't share that with you. 7-3, N6RO, K6MYC, going to Sacramento. Okay, here we are up into Sacramento, and I'm not sure who I'm going to be able to hear here. So, Rob, listen up. KJ6KFB or KO6KD, K6MYC, over. Hearing anybody, Rob?
Yeah, Bill came back really loud, 776 KO6KD, and I heard 884 Phil in there also.
Okay, I got both of them. Why don't you go ahead and talk to them? I can't hear a thing.
Okay, Mike. Bill, KO6KD, this KM6SRR. Mike's got some rain static. He can't hear anything down there, over. KO6KD, did you go down in strength there? Are you hearing me still? Over. Okay, Bill, you dropped down. I could barely get you. Did you say KR6MR will not be in there tonight? Over.
That is correct. He will not be here tonight. I think he's 759 or something like that is his number. He will not be here tonight.
I got it.
Okay, Bill. Yeah, we copy. I think Mike heard part of that this time. Thanks for being there, Bill. Phil, you want to take a transmission?
I don't hear Phil.
Yeah, I'm not hearing him now either. Is he WB6GGY? Is that Phil's call?
WB6GGY. Go ahead, Phil. Take a transmission. I've got range static, but it's just about to stop right now, so we should copy you. I heard the tail end of yours there, Bill. KO6KD, and we'll listen for Darren. You might comment if Darren is there, Bill. Over.
Have not heard Darren at all day. No copy on him at all.
Okay, very good. Thanks, sir. Solid copy now. No range static. Up to you, Phil. WB6GGY in the group K6MYC.
Yeah, Mike, that's the reason why we don't let it rain in Fresno very often, because you suffer from the rain static. WB6GGY in Swain Hart, Bozo 884. Thank you, my friend. We'll get out of your way. WB6GGY.
Yeah, no problem, Phil. The problem with this antenna is it's the highest on that in this section of my property, and it's draining. It's attracting the static. I have done this before, and I had another 2-meter antenna down lower on one of the other towers around the barn here, and it didn't have any range static at all because this one drains off all the static. But right now I don't have that one. So I'm stuck with the static, but it is interesting. You can drain it off from an area. Over. I got it again, so I can't hear him, Rob. Go ahead.
Yeah, he dropped down a bit. I can barely hear him myself.
Oh, he's strong here. I don't have any problem, but it's just in the noise because of the static. Okay. 73, and we'll look for you Friday. We'll look for you Friday on 40 meters. WB6GGY, K6MYC. Is there anybody else in the Sacramento area? I don't know if I can hear Redding tonight, so they may have to check in on the stream. If you guys in Redding are copying, if you're copying at all, you might want to check in on the stream. Tell me that you're check in on the chat room on the stream and let us know that you're here, because I can't copy right now because of rain static. TD6 Sugar Whiskey and KO6HS. Over. Okay, I can't. Right now it's banging away at me. I can't hear anything. I'm not going to be able to hear Daniel up there either.
I think I heard somebody from Redding, but I couldn't make it out.
Okay, well, let's just list them. They are almost always there, so that would have been at least 145 and probably 230. It won't hurt to put them down. So I'll put down 145 and 230 up in Redding. We'll take one more standby. One of these days we'll hear something from 849 KA6 NBC. That's Rich up there. But so far no go. Anybody else that's loud, I should be able to hear you. KW6T, are you there, Russ? Make a call, Rob. See what you come up with.
KW6T, are you on tonight, Russ? This is a 2-meter Bozo Net, KM6SRR. Mike has got bad range static there. So KM6SR and K6MYC trying to monitor. I want to check in 2-meter Bozo Net, over.
Hearing anything?
No, I'm not hearing anything.
Okay, let's go up to Nevada. You can call Daniel. He always hears you. So go up to Nevada and call Daniel, KE7UQL.
KE7UQL, KM6SR for Mike. He's got bad range static. Are you on tonight, Daniel, for the 2-meter Bozo Net? Over. KE7UQL, KM6SR. Are you on there tonight, Daniel?
My range static just went away. Let me give him a call. KE7UQL. KE7UQL. Daniel, I wonder if you're there. KM6SRR and K6MYC Bozo Net. Calling and listening. Go ahead, Daniel. He may have heavy snow up there. He may be in trouble. Okay, what's that? Give it again.
1179.
Got you, 1179. We got you. Is that KD6 Whiskey Victor Lima?
Roger, Mike. You're sounding good up here.
I've got range static there, John. So make a transmission and see if Rob is copying you. I'm pointed copying you. I'm pointed due north into Nevada, but that seems to be getting a pretty good bounce on you. Make a transmission and we'll see if Rob picks it up. KD6 Whiskey Victor Lima, K6MYC. Go ahead, John.
Okay, Mike.
Rob?
No, I don't. I went back to Ken's direction, which is towards Modesto, and I didn't hear anything.
No, you got to go north. He uses a bounce. He's in Modesto, but he points toward the mountain, so go north.
Okay, have him give him a call again, and I'll see if I can peek on him.
Okay, give us a little longer call, John, if you would. Rob's going to try and find your bounce. He's going to try and find your bounce signal there. So call KM6, Sugar Radio, Kilo Mike 6, Sugar Radio. Go ahead, John. I heard him call you, Rob. I couldn't copy him, but I heard him in there. But apparently, it's funny because he's much stronger than Daniel, and usually Daniel gets real strong at times, but he's stronger than Daniel on average, so I'm surprised you can't hear him. That's must have a blockage toward Modesto there. Is there anybody else in there? You said, was it Merle, N6BCC was here?
No, I'm not hearing anybody else. I did hear some voices I couldn't make out pointed towards K7SUN.
Well, that was probably Daniel. I'll put Daniel down.
You on tonight for 2-meter Bozo Net? KM6SRR standing by.
Somebody. Who was that?
I think I just peeked on you, Daniel, over towards Larry's direction. You want to give another transmission? KM6SR standing by.
Static just went away, Daniel. Are you copying me? K6MYC to KE7UQL. Go ahead, Daniel. Whoever it was that was talking, I heard you. Go ahead again, whoever it was. K6MYC, over. I don't hear him now. Maybe it was Larry. N7WT, are you in there, Larry? He checked in on Sunday night, I think, Rob, so Larry's trying to get back. I know he didn't either. He checked in on 6, but he said he could try 2 meters.
We were expecting him tonight anyway. 226 is back.
Yeah, give a call to Daniel, would you, and make sure that Daniel's there. KE7UQL, please.
KE7UQL, KE7UQL, WA60IB in the Bozo gang. Are you there? I got nothing.
Okay, well, maybe he wasn't there. We were hearing somebody's voice, but we didn't know who it was. Rob thought, could you confirm it was Daniel, or was it somebody that you're not sure of, Rob? Over.
It sounded like Daniel's voice, but it was so low I couldn't make it out at all.
Okay. He usually hears me. I'm pointed his way, so he also hears Ken pretty well, so pretty sure it must not be Daniel. Must have been somebody else. Let's go back a little bit towards Sacramento. Maybe we can find, or maybe it was, it might have been KD6 Whiskey Victor Lima continuing there, over. We got a Modesto station, Ken. Can you go to about 310 and call Modesto? KD6 Whiskey Victor Lima, Ken?
Yeah, I can sure do that. KD6 Whiskey Victor Lima. I got them written down here somewhere. KD6 Whiskey Victor Lima, WA60IB in the Bozo group, over.
Hey, I can hear you on the feed, but
nothing here either. Oh, there he is on the. I found him where he's at here, but yeah, I'm pointed right at him.
Well, yeah, you don't want to point at him. Actually, I'm wrong on that. He's hearing you on the stream, and he came back to you copying the stream. Point to the west, to the east or northeast, way north, almost due north. He gets a bounce out of Modesto. He isn't a direct shot. Over.
Well, every time I talk to him, I get a direct shot. 307 is the heading that I've talked to him on several times, and he was on there last week on that heading. So I don't get a very good bounce here.
Okay, make another transmission, John, and then we'll let you go. But thanks for the test here. This is interesting. KD6 Whiskey Victor Lima Modesto, K6MYC in the Bozo group.
Okay, Mike. Yeah, my antenna's off a little bit. It got tweaked in the wind today, so I got to go up and kind of straighten it out. I can't get all the way around to my normal heading.
You're solid copy here, and I'm pointed due north, so no problem. Let me put you, I'll say 73s to you. We have one more call to Daniel since my rain static just stopped here. KE7UQL, Daniel, we need a confirmation you are or you're not there. KE7UQL, K6MYC, over. I don't think Daniel's there.
I didn't copy anything either.
Okay, who is the November 6? Is that you, Merle, N6BCC? Who is the one that just called in? Who is the November 6? Go ahead. Oh, okay. November 7, Victor Alpha Zulu. We've never heard you before. Pleasure to hear you. A pleasure to hear you. N7, Victor Alpha Zulu, K6MYC. Do you have a Bozo number? Do you have a number? Over? Okay, no number. We can give you a number. Rob, give me a number. 1192 or 3?
Yeah, hang on a minute. Let me go to the bottom.
Stand by. N7 Victor Alpha Zulu. Stand by. We're coming up with a number. Stand by. We'll be right with you. And I'll peek on you also. I may have to wiggle the antenna. Don't go away. Don't go away. N7 Victor Alpha Zulu. K6MYC. What do you got, Rob?
1193.
Okay, 1193. 1193. 1193. 1193. 1193. K7 Victor Alpha Zulu. K6MYC. Bozo. Over. I don't hear him now. He's more toward Reno, and he's going to be intermittent here.
Your first call had his call sign as N7, Mike.
It might be. That might be November 7, Victor Alpha Zulu. November 7, Victor Alpha Zulu. Try it again. Keep trying. Keep trying. I got to move the antenna around for you. Give us a long call. N7 Victor Alpha Zulu. Give us a long call. K6MYC in the group. Over, over. What are you doing, Ken? Anything on him?
Not a thing. Where is he at?
He's in Reno. Larry and Richard told me about him. And I've had his call in my head for a long time. I couldn't remember whether it was a November 7 or a K7. But Victor Zulu, Victor Alpha Zulu, I think is what it is. Anyway, he was in there. I copied him Q5 for just a minute, but boy, it's marginal, up and down. Anyway, 1193. K7, N7 Victor Alpha Zulu, 1193, 1193, 1193 is your number. 73, thank you very much for coming in and joining. Sorry, we don't have very good conditions tonight, and I have rain, static, 73. N7 Victor Alpha Zulu, K6MYC, 73, number 1193, 73.
Yeah, I looked him up on QRZ, Mike. It's N7VAZ, and his name is Eric.
Eric, okay. 73, Eric. 73 if you're copying. 73, Eric. We'll see you Sunday. We'll see you on Sunday. We'll see you on Sunday. Okay. Well, we got somebody out of that area anyway. That was worthwhile sitting here and banging it anyway. Okay, well, I guess we should probably go back to the Bay Area. I only got 2 callers from the Bay Area. We're really skimpy tonight because of the rain static, but I'm kind of cleared up now, and I can hear. We could go that way if you want, and then we've already got Eddie, so if we go to the Bay Area, we're finished. Try KB6 Whiskey Foxtrot Charlie. KB6 Whiskey Foxtrot Charlie. Mike, are you there? Anybody in the Bay Area? Bozo Net. Late checks are missed. K6MYC.
November 5, November Papa Delta, 1129.
1129. Hi, Brett. Good to hear you. Thanks for being there and giving me a signal. I've got a little range static right now, but right now we're copying you Q5, and there's two others that will say hello to you as well. Ken, are you copying Brett there, N5NPD?
Yeah, good evening, Brett. N5NPD, WA60IB. Do you copy?
I copy. You're coming in to me S6 here, and Mike was about 15 over.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, I'm copying you about an S3 to 4, but Q5. I've got zero noise for pointing up that way. That's pretty unusual. So, anyway, you're doing great. How's Ken? Kilowatt Echo November. Over.
Go ahead, Brett.
Oh, that's the last I heard.
That's all right. Go ahead, make a transmission. Maybe the guys will have to peek on you with their antennas.
Oh, very good. November 5, November Pod Delta. Brett over here in Newman. We didn't get a whole lot of rain today. Last time I looked, it was 7/100 of an inch. 7 whole hundredths. All the wind and blustery came through, but no rain.
Okay, give me your Bozo number again. I forgot it.
1129 1129.
Yeah, 29. I had 59 in my brain, and I knew that wasn't right. 1129. Thanks, Brett. 1129. Very good. Rob, are you hearing him?
Yeah, loud and clear. How you doing, Brett? N5NPD. This is Kilo Mike 6. Sierra Romeo Romeo. Rob.
Good evening, Rob. Yep, you're loud over here for me.
Yep, you are too. My S meter doesn't give me very good readings, so if it's loud and clear, that's what I report.
Yep, you are loud and clear. My S meter showed you at 7 that time around, but yeah, you're perfectly loud, no noise in the background or anything like that.
Yeah, my stinking S meter's not even registering anything, but you're very loud. Anyway, that's the way it goes. Thank you, Mike.
Okay, good evening to you, Brett. Thanks very much for giving us another check-in here. And great to hear you, as always. You and I have a path that won't quit here. N5NPD, Newman, K6MYC. It also tells me I'm pointed toward the Bay Area, or pretty close, because I peeked on you. 73s, take a final there, Brett. N5NPD, good evening, K6MYC in the group.
33, Mike. Yep, you're pointing in the right direction. You just hit plus 20 for me, so yeah, we have nothing between us. So anyhow, have a great evening, and tomorrow is Thursday, so I'll try to stick around for the 70 centimeter.
Yeah, we'll look for you there. We're going to be in town most of the day, but I should be okay for the net tomorrow night. So that should be good, and look forward to hearing you. 7-3 for now, and we'll give one last check for the Bay Area, see if there's any late checks or missed, and we'll call it a night, and I'll go in and have some dinner. N5NPD in the group, K6MYC. 7-3.
Hey, Brett.
Hey, Debbie. Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, I should be a little bit better now. I was pointed way off. I didn't realize where you were at. Now I know. Now I've got my beam headed more in your direction. So anyway, good to hear you. N5NPD, WA60IB.
Yep, you're sounding great. Yeah, I'm down here kind of in the middle of nowhere, north of Los Banos, up against the Coast Range here. So, yep, sounding great.
Well, now that I got my antenna pointed, I got you down. I know where you're at now. Okay, N5NPD, WA60IB. Thank you, Mike.
Yeah, he's right up against the hills there, up Highway 5. A little bit north of Los Banos, but almost peaks perfectly for me when I point toward the north part of the Bay Area there. All right, 7-3, Brett. Good evening. I'm glad you caught it with Ken there. It takes a while for us to know where to point sometimes. I didn't give him any clue. Okay. Bay Area, and the range static's picking up again, so listen up, Ken. K6MYC and the Bozo Net. Late checks are missed in the Bay Area, please. Check-ins now, over. Okay, 109 I got you very, very weakly in the rain static, but good signal, Gary. Otherwise, I wouldn't hear you. WB6WNI, K6MYC. Good evening, Gary. Very, very tough copy. Ken, are you hearing Gary there? WB6WNI at the border of Campbell and San Jose?
Yeah, I copied him, but not very well. About Q4, but just above the noise.
Okay, I copy you as well. I better say 73 before it all drops out. We'll see you tomorrow. I say 6MYC and 10 and the net rating 679.
Okay. I'll see you tomorrow on 432. I probably won't have rain static on 432. It's really bad for me tonight. It's coming and going. The rain is coming and then going, and then it goes away, and I'm fine. And then all of a sudden it comes in again and wipes me out. Copied you, almost Q5 there, so you have a pretty good signal on 2 meters always. 7-3, Gary, thanks very much for being there. Would you make a call? Would you make a call and see if there's anybody else that I'm missing here? Over.
Roger. WB6WNI looking for any Bay Area 2-meter Bozo Net station.
Gary, I lost you in the rain static, I think, and maybe you, did you get anybody, Gary? Did you hear anybody? Over. He's talking to somebody, but I can't tell who it is, Ken. Do you get anything?
I just hear his voice once in a while. It's my P-stats come up now.
Oh, you got P-static too?
Yeah, it started coming down really hard right now. It's got about an S5 P-stat.
Okay, yeah, that's what I'm suffering with here. All right, Gary, I'll stand by for a minute. This rain static is coming and going, so hang in there about a minute. If I lose you, we'll try to pick you up tomorrow night, and I'll pick up whoever it is that you're copied there. If there was somebody else, I just could not pull them out.
Very good, Mike. It was 1196 if you can read me now, but I'll stay around for a minute. K6MYC WB679, stand you by.
Wouldn't be 1196. We haven't gotten to that number yet.
Well, it was 119. I could not copy the call. So, but I asked him to go ahead and give you a call. If he can hear me, he can try calling you directly.
Go ahead, the station that's in there now. My rain static went away. Go ahead, the other station.
306 HQR 1192.
Oh, is it 1192? 1192 HQR. Go ahead. That's our new one there in San Jose. He's in an apartment.
Well, I can copy him, but I'm going to let him talk with you. I better just stand by.
Well, get his confirmation. I think it's 1192. Over.
Roger. It is 1192. Roger.
Okay, and I can't remember his handle. It might be John. Is it John there? Over.
Correct. It is John J.W.
Right, that was a Roger.
Okay, John, very good. Thank you. And I've got tough copy tonight, not because of you, but I've got rain static here intermittently. Good to hear you. Thanks very much again for checking in from the apartment there. And pleasure to hear you, as always. Always nice to hear the new members checking in regularly here. Thank you very, very much for being there. I'm sorry I'm not hearing well tonight, but we've got rain over here, and it's wiping out everybody's received capability at one time or another. It comes and goes right now. It's just sporadic, and I can copy you through it. Finish it up, John. I think it's KN6 HQA or HQR. Give me the call again. K6MYC, over.
Kilowatt Oscar 6, Hotel Quebec Romeo,
K06 HQR, Rob. Yeah, K06 HQR. We got it now. Thank you, John.
Yeah, I got him on the Bozo list.
Okay, good check-in. Thanks very much. Let's see. Anybody else in the Bay Area? Come now. I'm clear of range static for a moment. K6MYC Bozo Net, over. I guess we've got them all, John. And the only one I'm missing is Mike. KD6 Whiskey Foxtrot Charlie. You don't wait any longer before you come in, Mike. Don't hear him. KT2G, K6KLY, KB6BA. Where are you guys? There's the range static again. Damn it. Okay, I'm going to say 73s, all 73s. Anybody else that's hearing us, I'm sorry we're not doing any better tonight because of the range static. Thanks much, guys. 73s. And locally here, Aaron, thank you for the stream. I don't know if you've got any chat room information there that came in, but I did tell some of the guys to check in on the chat room if you heard them. K6USY in the group, K6MYC. I don't hear Aaron.
Yeah, okay, I'm going to say goodnight too. By the way, I went down to Isaiah to work on my little radio station the other day, and I stopped in and visited with Bill, AA6S down there, and we went out to lunch and everything. Had a real nice time down there. So, was he on? Did he check in tonight?
Yeah, Bill was in here earlier.
Okay, I can't get out early enough. He checks in real early, I guess, and I can't get out here. Then I got things going on at the place here, at the house here. I had to take my grandson to church tonight, so I didn't get back until like 1:45, so I missed him tonight. So anyway, we had a great time.
He's usually in here when I walk in the shack. He's usually chatting with Aaron or somebody. He's usually one of the first guys in.
Yeah, I can't get in that early. But anyway, all right. Good night, all. Take care. And it's pouring here. Just my upper window there, the skylight. It's just pounding. It's pounding on my skylight. You probably hear it. W86OIB, Northern Clovis. Good night, all.
Good night, Ken. No, I can't hear it because there's so much range static. I can barely copy you anyway. That's how bad it is here at times. All right, over to you, Rob, if you're there, and I'm going to clear. Give my best to Aaron if he's in the background, probably doing exercises or putting the kids to bed. KM6SRR in the group, K6MYC, clear but listening.
Okay, Mike, and I want to say 73s to Ken, WA6OIB, KM6SR. Had a good time today up in Meadow Lakes there. Thank you for lunch. Over.
Oh, you betcha. You betcha. And Aaron was in there. He's back. Hi, Aaron. That's the price of having this nice water coming down.
Okay, Aaron, K6USY, KM6SR. Mike was asking, did you have any of the people check in on the chat tonight? Over. Okay, did you have any chat room check-ins? Okay, cool. Yeah, N7VAZ. Reading his bio here, he's a historian over in Reno, and he was doing a study on Barry Gallwater's ham activities. I guess both were important to each other there, so that was interesting. That's pretty good for just 30 watts. Okay, Aaron. Yeah, Mike, Aaron's there. I've got a good copy on him. He's seen on your stream about your rain static, so he said the 73s.
7-3, Aaron. See you tomorrow. Okay, good night all. K6MYC, pulling the switch.
KM6SR, just monitoring until I get the list made up.